What's happening? How we doing? Mitch Barnes, ISO. What's happening? Thanks for joining. Dagger, what's happening? Corner card collector, what's happening? Nothing. I'm pumped. It's going to be exciting. I've barely opened any of this, which is my daughter and I typically uh, rip right when it comes out, and I haven't touched it. So I'm gonna be seeing a lot of the stuff just like you guys for the first time. Art, what's happening? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Justin B, what's happening? Happy Thursday. We're going to be getting a giveaway going. Ben's giving away two more of his spots. So we're going to get that going really quick here soon so we can rip. You know what? I probably should have added this so I could ping everybody. And I don't know if I can now that it's sold out. Probably should have thought of that earlier, huh? Good evening. Add it back in. Let's see. Ah, thank you. Aha. Sweet. There we go. Got it. Buyers notified. Yeah, my daughter made me pick this up, and I'm like, you know what? It's a great idea. I do love my Chippendale. I guess you can't rip Lorcana without a Lorcana mat. Cermak, what's happening? Ah, took me a minute. I'm like, is there another Rescue Rangers? And I'm like, oh, that one. Yeah. I'm a little slow. A little slow. Ah, we got 11 in here. We are going to get. We've got 5 minutes on it. So I'm going to get this giveaway started. Again, thanks, Ben. Ben purchased several spots and is giving three total away. He gave one away yesterday. Casey got one of those spots, and we are getting ready to do spot number 2. Right up there, click that giveaway. Get in there for another spot. I appreciate you all for jumping in here and getting this filled before we even went live. I'm a little bit of what you call a perfectionist. So I was a little nervous when I first listed it. I was like, man, I just want to bring something that people will enjoy. Yep, exactly. Givey, givey, givey. I think my music's probably too loud too. I don't want I don't want Ben to get suspended from his YouTube account. So yes, just so everybody knows, I knew nothing about these either. The game is extremely popular. They're very much like Pokemon. Um, and I'm going to even, I have an extra pack here to the side. So I'll even rip a pack right here just to kind of give everybody an idea of how it's going to go and where everything's going to be. But they're super exciting. I love the artwork on them. I'm a Disney buff. And, what can go wrong when you get Dewey right there? Just some of the artwork that they do on the cards. Little Captain Hook. Some of them just bring you back, like Tailspin. When they added that to this set, I'm like, man, I just don't remember. And similar to Star Wars, like it takes me a long time to memorize characters because they just don't say their names all the time. You have to like look them up. Like a lot of these, I'm going to have to recall because I don't remember exactly who the name is. So we'll have to get that down. The Sleepy Basset Hound, and I assume that's going to be Lady and the Tramp, but I could be completely wrong. I tried to memorize them as much as possible. Yeah, that's one of the things I was saying, Tom, is a lot of people love the game. I have never been like the card game, the trading card game type gamer. So I just don't have the attention span. Nick, what's happening? So yes, a lot of people love it. I'm sure you can do it as a great family game. Make sure you get in that giveaway. Ben's giving away one of his spots. We got a minute 30 left. E-Bank. See, I don't remember that one. What that one is either. Madame Medusa. Chip. See, no matter what, I love the Rescue Rangers, specifically the characters Chip and Dale, and just all these uh, are quite exciting. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. I do have a few of the starter kits in there. What it does, it comes with known cards, and then it also comes with an extra pack. And I put the description in there, Archimedes, and I put the description. Oh, look at that! Pulled a legendary. So what I meant to go through is show you the bottom of it too. And so a couple sets ago, they did change the legendaries where they have it a little embossed and kind of sticks out from the rest of them. You could also get these in foil. Retigan. Gibby, gibby, gibby. And Corner Card Collector gets that one. Get that list in here. Where'd my spreadsheet go? Give me two. Congratulations. And I don't know if you heard me, but that one's from Ben. He bought several spots and given 3 away. And we'll give that spot away, a next spot away. And that one started. So yeah, the rarity down here at the bottom, that one's a rare. So what I did is messed up the order of these. So no matter what, your first several cards are going to be your common, and typically never foil unless they changed it up this go around. So you'll get common, then you'll get several uncommon, which is this symbol down at the bottom. And then the next couple are potentially your bigger cards. So you can get a rare, you can get a super rare, which I have one sitting around here. This one's a super rare, because I'm blinding you guys. And then the legendary is that symbol. And then every game. So one of the big things that we do that we've ripped so much is we put all the puzzle pieces together in a set, and every card show we pick kids out to give out at least the puzzles and then several cards. And so especially if the kids are not enjoying themselves at the card show, and typically it puts a smile on their face. It's a lot of fun to do, and it gives them something to do, and maybe gets them interested in collecting. A lot of parents have no idea that I do sports cards too, so it's it's a really neat thing for people to see it, especially even Disney fans. They have no idea. My daughter just went to Disney with her friend, and they were actually giving out Lorcana packs to people at downtown Disney. Oh, and then I forgot to say it. And then there's the foil, and every set's doing this a little bit differently. Like some of them have like the whole set has like 4 different puzzles. It used to be just one puzzle, but now they're adding a few more rarities to the puzzle piece, and then the foil. Gaston. And then the Enchanted, yes, the Enchanted is the big boy. So one per case is typically what it is. But I do have an Enchanted that if in these 2 boxes we do not pull an Enchanted, it is a guaranteed Enchanted. So we'll random it off. If the Enchanted is pulled from the case, it's going to the spot that picked that character. But if we do not pull one from the case, it will be random, because I picked up the Enchanted to make sure that we had one, and I didn't want anybody to think like even though we're randoming it off, I just think it's a little more fair that, and that's after doing the research, that's what everybody does when it's a guaranteed is they just random off to everybody in the break. I'll do every spot in the break, so not just individual. So if you bought 4 spots, you'll get 3 or 4 entries. Similar to the way Ben does it too in all the randoms. And what we'll also do is we'll random off the first 2 spots to get a pick the box. I'll show you the closed sealed case. My card shop, my LCS was luckily nice enough to hook me up with a fresh case and I have to piece one together. I almost missed it too. I had hit him up on Monday. He's like, come on in the shop. We're closed, but I'm here. And then I waited till like Thursday, and he had to grab one from the back because I waited too long. They ended up selling a lot more than they expected. Make sure you get in that giveaway with 10 seconds left. And then the other thing I'm going to end up doing is, if everybody is still interested in trying this every once in a while, Dan Cermak, congratulations. Don't. What did I just hit? Oh, no, you didn't. Stand by. I just made an error. Oh, that's an easy error to fix. Whew. I was sweating. I just accidentally hit the co-pilot button and got rid of all the random teams. Darn technology, act like I work with computers every day or something. You win another spot. So Ben was giving away a few of his spots, and you got the last spot that he was giving away. All right, so we are completely full. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run another giveaway while I do the random, and this will be for a fresh pack. And you could choose to rip it or ship it. All right, so here we have the fresh case. I'll put that in front of everybody's eyes so they can see that it is a sealed fresh case. And then I'll take you guys over to the random wheel. You guys get to see my computer set up. Maybe. All right, first thing we're going to do is run over to the random wheel. And whoever gets the first spot gets to pick the box in the case. Ben, if you're here, you get to pick box number 1. Yeah, if you're here, you get to pick what box, the first box that we're going to pull out of the case. And it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 in the front, 3 in the front and the back. All right, the first person to pick one in the chat, we'll do that. 2, Nick with the first pick. And the next person in the chat to pick the next box. We'll do that. Shaky Plains. 1. There we go. And then the other 2. And then I would love your input if you guys love this. and you want to do it again, and how you would want to do the next break, um, I was honestly thinking about doing random character, but there's a few characters that only have one card, and I just thought it would be boring for somebody wanting that character, and like who's going to want one with just one card. So this is actually the first one picked, so we'll open that one first. I'll set that one to the side. If you want to do PYT on the franchise, we can do that. So a lot of opportunity to however we want to do it. If you want me to set up lives and just buy packs for as cheap as we can get them, we can do that. All right, now we're going to go back up to the random now that we got our boxes picked. You know what? I'm just going to pull them out here. Got to do that whole thing. Show you that it's empty. Get to the random. Well, I didn't plan this out very well. Let's see, what else can I stack this up on? There we go. So here are 32 entries. Tyler, congrats. Rip it or ship it. Will do. All right. We'll finish up this the random here. I had to do a practice run on this too because you watch it a million times, but you don't want anything to go bad or go wrong. So, oh yeah, I was going to do the dice roller too. Got to do that. Roll one virtual die. We'll do two. And that's going to go 9 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just as a reminder, this is not going to be your team. We're going to randomize the the people too. You guys, you know, the little people, like you, Clark. Everything's a movie, so roll the dice again. We got 7. Oh, that was 7 times. It's a good thing that thing counts because I obviously can't count. All right, here is the moment. All right, what we have. Wayne Conley, congratulations. You got Frozen. 101 Dalmatians goes to Casey Mitchell on the Ben Givey. Hercules. Dan Cermak. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Wayne Conley. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Nick Osberg. The Princess and the Frog, Michael Van Heck. Lady and the Tramp, Caleb Neal. The Great Mouse Detectives, Ben. Pinocchio, Nick Osberg. The Rescuers, Tom Folsom. Beauty and the Beast, Paul Simmons. Bambi, Daniel Cermak. Wreck It Ralph, I'm gonna wreck it. Casey Mitchell. Tangled, Tom Folsom. The Lion King, Jungle Book, and the Jungle Book, Mike Jones. Ray of the Last Dragon, my daughter's favorite. Grandpa Greg. Mickey Mouse and Friends, Mike Van Heck. Tailspin is Tom. Aladdin, Corner Card Collector. Big Hero 6, Caleb Neal. Encanto, Nick Osberg. Mulan, Tyler. Peter Pan, Mitch Barnes. Moana and Zootopia, Mitch Barnes. Alice in Wonderland, Steve. Corner Card Collector. Lilo and Stitch, Dan Cermak. The Emperor's New Groove, Mike Jones. The Aristocat, Dan Cermak. The Sword and the Stone, Ben. DuckTales, ooh, Tyler. And Bolt is James Rapoli. And then Robin Hood and Brother Bear is Dan Cermak. All right. There we go. Mike Jones hanging out with Paul Wall. Sorry, every time I see your name, Mike Jones, all I can do is sing Mike Jones. So yes, trades are open. So if anybody wants a specific team, especially that has been, let me see if I can actually get this to print. That way you guys can look at the sheet for a little bit. Oh, I forgot the infamous when Goat arrives. I was reading. Ah, gotcha. Card Corner Collector. I don't know if you did see that. Aladdin and Alice in Wonderland. Two good spots. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. Come on now. That'll have to. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Come on, printer. You can do it. Oh, yeah. You're not out of. Oh, there we go. Offer is yeah, it's definitely Lilo and Stitch coming out. Mitch said he would trade Peter Pan for Lilo and Stitch. Let's double check. The Rescuers is Tom, and Chippendale Rescue Rangers is Nick. Okay, maybe I'm not printing it, so I can show everybody once again, though. Get a little closer for you older folks like myself who can't see anymore. You know what? I'll do this side by side. It still didn't work out the way I wanted it to. See, now my Excel OCD is going to kick in. Because it's got to be perfectly aligned. Rescue Rangers are available. You know what? Did they get rid of Little Mermaid in this set? I think they did. I know the Little Mermaid's been in every other set. So Dan, I'll make sure I'll set some to the side. I'll find some to add to your stack. And that's the other thing, that if everybody would please DM me and let me know, A, do you have kids? Are these going to some of your kids' favorite characters? Because if you didn't get some of the characters that you want, I at least want to throw something in the stacks. I mean, you could put it in here if you want, but I'm a little paranoid, so. All right. Let me know if you want to see it again. We'll do a couple more minutes. We'll rip Tyler's pack. I'm grabbing it from the other stack too, so we'll put those on top of each other. We'll let you pick your pack, Tyler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8, which number starting on top? 1, 2, 3. Good luck. All right. Charlotte LeBouf, Monterey Jack, Palace Guard, March Hare, Alice, Adelaide Bonfamille, Louis, Madame Mem, most adorable, Don Carnage, the Colonel. There's a rare, mystical, and magical from Encanto, and then your foil is Camilo Madrigal, and a puzzle piece. Get that added to your stack. All right, Mitch, I will make note there. So we'll go pretty slow the first several packs just to make sure everybody gets to see the cards. And then definitely when we get into box 2, we will step it up and start flipping through the packs a little bit quicker. And I'll try to keep an eye out for stuff that we have and have not seen. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Let's see. Anybody else put anything? Let's see. Bruno Fire. Yeah, I liked it. I still haven't even seen what is the emotions number 2, whatever that one is, where the I don't think I've seen that. I actually went back and watched the Emperor's New Groove again because I couldn't remember anything about it. I saw it on this list a lot. J Bar, PSU, what's happening? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I did love the Beauty and the Beast one though. That one was good. That live action, I was definitely impressed with. Yeah, no last spot mojo on that one. Who did get that one? Um, where'd it go? There it is. Mike Jones got that one. And I know Mike Jones said that he was unsure, but he would see. So if you wanted to trade Mike Jones for something, he might be willing to. And again, I just want to sing Mike Jones. And if none of you know what I'm talking about, then you have to go back and Google later a little Mike Jones and Paul Wall. The Emperor's New Groove, I believe Nick was interested in. And then Nick has Pinocchio, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and Encanto. You know what? I was thinking that Ben had done that quite a bit, but I hadn't heard it recently, so I couldn't remember if it was just in my brain or not. Rescue Rangers for the new groove? All right. We got our first trade. All right. That is updated. All right, we'll do 2 more minutes for trade. We'll do one more giveaway, and that will be not just one more, but one more right now. And that will be the close of the trade window after we're done ripping that. And that one started. That will be another random pack. That one's live. Givey, givey, givey. Mike Jones? Who? Mike Jones. Yeah, I don't think. Remember, the Titans will end up being in this. That is a great movie, though. I have. I would say one of my favorite movies when I was younger was Old Yeller. I probably watched that about 2 million times, and to wonder that I'm not traumatized because, oh, good Lord, I still remember every scene of that movie. It's depressing. Hercules. I would probably have to say, some of the newer ones. I love Moana. I love sidekick characters and Hey Hey. You'll hear me if there's a Hey Hey in this every time. Hey Hey. That was one of my favorite. I love the soundtrack. I get impressed when people can randomly sing that you couldn't expect it. I never would have expected The Rock to be able to pump out some songs like that. Pick one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I have not seen that one yet. Mitch, congrats. Number five. One, two, three, four, five. As I throw the rest of the packs. Dalmatian puppy. Who doesn't love a Dalmatian puppy? Prince Ahmed. Friend Owl. That's true. It's very true. Palace Guard. Tramp. Lumiere. Trials and Tribulations. Tiana. Blue Fairy. Napoleon. Monstro. Go Go Tamago. That's a super rare. And your foil is Maribel Madrigal with your puzzle piece of Pluto. I gotta write you guys' names in those spots so I don't forget. And then I didn't finish my story earlier. I may have already said that again. I love Frozen. Olaf is one of my favorites. And of course, I love Donald Duck. My family still makes fun of me because one of my favorite things to go to at Disney is Falar Magic, which is Donald Duck's like host show. It's like a 4D show. And I tell everybody they have to go see Filar Magic when they go to Disney. Oh, did it? Yeah, you will notice a lot of the beginning of the packs, a lot of them do repeat. Um, you're going to be like, wait, did we just see that pack? We noticed that a lot. Um, Typically, my daughter and I will open up a box each and we'll call out like the first several packs, we'll call out what we're opening, and a lot of them will repeat throughout the packs. So it's because they're common, and it's very common to see that. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started. First several, we'll just rip one pack at a time. Perdita, Wasabi, General Lee, Bambi, Tipo, Friend Owl. Yeah, we've seen that one a lot, quite a bit, or that one quite a bit. Jeweled Collar from Bolt, Light the Fuse, Mulan, Candy Drift, Wreck-It Ralph, Mushu, one of the great voices of Eddie Murphy, Donald Duck, and Madam Mim is your foil, as whatever that is. Is that a and your puzzle is, I always get him mixed if that's Ratatouille or not. It's not. First pack down. Olaf is, yeah, freaking hilarious. Um, I was gonna bring them all down, but I have the Amazon set. He did the shorts on all the movies. He did the remake of the movie. He acted them out. I have the Funko Pops of those. It's the rarity down at the bottom of the card. Uh, I'll show you as we go through them. So the first several are going to be your commons. So Dalmatian Puppy, Dump Truck, Bruno Madrigal. We don't talk about Bruno though. Jock, the Dodo, Jasmine, and then down here, this is the uncommon, which are still pretty common. Huey. We've already got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. There's Lena Sabrewing. A lot of these characters I won't remember. Hiro Hamada. He was in several other sets, and I still don't remember. Lady and the Tramp, and then this is your rare. And then Fantastical and Magical. That's your rare. And then ends with a foil, and that's a Mushu foil. And then your puzzle piece. Yeah, the last three packs are the most rare. And typically that last spot um, will be your enchanted right before the puzzle. Charlotte LaBouffe, Adelaide Bonfamelde, Ariana, Scarab, Bill the Lizard, just plain old Bill the Lizard, Lafayette, Pouncing Practice, Quick Shot. There's a little Stitch. Twitter Padded, Into the Unknown. I could sing for you guys every time. Go Go Tamago, that's super rare. Down here, that'll be the super rare. And then your foil is the Nita Radcliffe. Puzzle piece. Good lizard. Phil the lizard. Calhoun. Toby Turtle. Bambi. Tramp. Brutus. Little Sister. Pua. Pua the pig. Alma Madrigal. Pull the lever. There's Lady. That's a rare. Mother Gothel from Tangled. Arthur, Stored in the Stone. That's your foil with your puzzle piece. Yeah, so the way I collect Lorcana, I had somebody asking me earlier today, like, what do you do? Like, my daughter and I loved Little Mermaid when we were growing up, or when she was growing up, not when I was growing up. And we watched it way too many times. Jim Deere. And so I pretty much collect every Little Mermaid card that I can get. Hamster Ball, Cusco, Dale, the Dodo, Ice Spikes, Beyond the Horizon. There's Lilo and Stitch, LeFou, Anna, Stitch. It's a cool one. And then we got a rare foil on Nani from Lilo and Stitch. And then your hourglass puzzle piece. Very cool. Oh, yeah. So the way I'm going to sleeve all foils. And anything rare foil and up, I'm going to try to remember to sleeve live. Might have to remind me. And then all legendaries will be hard sleeve live too. Yeah, collect what you love. You know, some of the characters I don't even remember, but I think the cards are cool. So there might be some that I'll collect one of the base on. Darling Tia, Genie, Scarab, Wilhelmina Packard, Lumiere, Olaf. In summer, Ka, Droon. I don't know if that's how you say that. Only so much room. Ludwig von Drake. Super rare, Queen of Hearts. And we have a foil genie. Here we go. Antonio's Jaguar. Go-Go Tamago. The Magic Carpet. Sorry, I was going a little off screen there. Poe Dispel. Fred. Plain old Fred. Vanellope von Schweetz. Jumba Jukiba. Atataya. Figaro. Elsa. Down in New Orleans. And it's going to be a common Magara foil.
Yeah, I would say we'll do a few packs at a time. I would say I've opened up quite a bit of Lorcana, and very rarely have I said, you know what, that was an extremely disappointing box. Their quality control is nearly spot on. And I've heard a lot about them being very good at doing replacements. But the main thing is as long as it's playable. So even if you pull an enchanted with like a major print line, they're not going to replace it because it's still playable. So their focus is on more of the game. Yes. Dewey? And I just learned this since I don't play. Foil has absolutely nothing to do with the game. It's just more for the collector's appearance. So that's what somebody taught us at a card show recently. Dewey, General Lee, Camilo Madrigal. Bill the Lizard again. Gaston. Television set. Little Dalmatians. Louis. Madame M. Dawn Carnage. Bella's favorite book. That's a rare. Nathaniel Flint. Treasure Planet. And then your foil is, see, this one just kind of pops. It's the artwork on it. Some of them are just a little better than the other one. That's just a cool card. Joey the Blue Pigeon. Joey the Blue Pigeon. Wardrobe. Khan. Hero, or Nero. Tipo. Gloyd Orange Boar. Sir Pellinor. Bernard. Thumper. Thump, 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 thump. Mulan. That's a super rare. And here's our first legendary. Ratagan. That's the same one I pulled, I believe, from that other box. Ratagan, and you can kind of see the emboss there. And our Force Duel is our foil. Well, we got our first legendary, typically 4 in a box. And it can vary if there is an enchanted in the box. I've seen it vary before. I've seen, I think I pulled 6 legendaries out of a box before. Hamster Ball, Ryder, Dale. Just love that shirt. Mushu, a donkey and a dragon. The Mouse Queen, Pluto. I think that's the first time we've seen Pluto. Magicka Spell, Dormouse, Fred. That's a rare. Nothing We Won't Do. It's Brother Bear. And Foil Mad Dog. I'm assuming that's Tailspin. Yeah, Radican. The Great Mouse Detective. Yep, that's Ben. Darling Dear, Khan, Nero, Tipo, Gloyd Orange Boar, Mrs. Potts, King Candy, Force Duel, Stopped Chaos in its tracks, Alice on the rare, Heads Held High, and then we have a super rare, Yzma on the foil. See, the first several sets, they didn't have the foil at the bottom. It just ended at the art on the card, and then they moved it down to be the whole card. Emperor's New Groove. Oh, and then all the packs have a different character. I think it depends on the set how many different characters are on the packs. I'm hoping with a few of these giveaways, my daughter picked out the box, and she is the luckiest person in the world. It never transfers over to me, but that girl has pulled more enchanteds and beaten so many odds. Like she out of this last on the release of this set, she opened up a trove box. It's one of those you can buy in the retail store. She opens up one from every set, and she pulled an enchanted out of that, which is not often does that happen. Perdita, Little Sister. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Genie, Scarab, Wilhelmina, Lumiere, Arthur, Zipper, the Coachman. Here we go with the rare on the Colonel. Into the Unknown. Super rare. Little Sister. Rare foil. Maribel Madrigal. Magic Carpet. Cusco. Emperor's New Groove. Kim Purse. Mr. Snoops. Anita Radcliffe, Trials and Tribulations, Blue Fairy, Napoleon, Honey Lemon, Costumed Catalyst, Rare Vinny, and we have a legendary foil, Pinocchio. Nice. You don't see those a lot, so that's a very, very nice hit. I haven't checked prices on any of these, but super cool card. Pinocchio is Nick. Congrats. Congrats. That's cool. I picked up the bottom puzzle piece on that one. It's a cool puzzle piece. Dalmatian puppy, Ariana, Yolana, Mad Dog, Friend Owl, Gogo Tamago, The Nephew's Piggy Bank, Madame Medusa, Chip, Jiminy Cricket. Another legendary, Rapunzel. Let down your hair. Also one of my favorite movies. Here comes the smolder. If anybody joins me in Cards for Coffee, which I'm still doing tomorrow, even though I almost forgot about it. Rapunzel Legendary. Congratulations. That is Tom. Nice. Congrats, Tom. Very cool. Napoleon on the foil, uncommon puzzle piece. Gene, Mean Gene. I'm gonna wreck it. Mrs. Potts, dump truck. That's right. We don't talk about Bruno. Jacques, the dodo. Roquefort. Abu. Honest John. It means no worries. Rare. Lion King. Perdita on the super rare. And our rare foil is Iago. Yeah, the ringers get into man, I've been pretty impressed with some of the coffee and card trivia people, man. They don't mess around. And I'm really enjoying lately the do not autocorrect, because if it's anywhere close, you're going to get the points, and plus it's too entertaining. So you got another pack here. Rhino. Jasmine. Toby Turtle. Bambi. I think that might be the first time we've seen Bambi. Maybe early on. Tramp. Brutus. Jeweled Collar. Light the Fuse. Madame M. Here we go. Cuzco. The Llama Rare. Most everyone's mad here. The Cat. And Brutus on the... I don't think I've ever seen one miss online like that. That's an eBay 101 right there. Yeah, I don't know how you forget a border. You would think that it would have been like completely off, but it looks perfectly fine on that side. Perfectly fine on that side. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that. So anybody who hasn't opened Lorcana, what do you guys think so far? Yeah, that is definitely one of my is definitely one of my favorites. And they actually do credit the artist down at the bottom. So that's good. Nice. Man, I've had so many people tell me you got to get into Pokemon. And I'm like, man, my brain can't handle all the sports variations. And especially when I added baseball to it, I got to remember all the baseball players as best as possible. And we all know how that's went. If you've joined my lives before, that's sometimes an embarrassment. Like, here's a card that I'm going to sell. Hopefully, you guys like it. Never heard of this player. Yeah, there's no way right now. I mean, and plus, I don't want all those stinky people at my table, man. They attract a different smell because they're not buying the deodorant that I would have at the table. There's been some bad ones around me, and I would be too blunt. Like, dude, take a shower. Don't ever come to my table again. You know what? It's everybody. It's sports too. Like, I'm dreading. I have a show this weekend, and even though it's supposed to cool off a little bit and have rain, it's still going to be humid, and it gets bad in the place that we're going. Fairgrounds, so it's not perfectly AC'd. So the last time I was at this show in the summer, it was brutal. Charlotte LeBouf, Gogo Tamago. These are the last several packs of this box. Magic Carpet, Cusco, Kim Purse, Mr. Snoops, Get Out. So I don't remember, unless they added a little too. I don't remember them doing the um, double color in the other sets, or maybe this one just sticks out a little bit more. But Beast, that's the first time we've seen that one, I think. And maybe they did do it like that. Yeah, I believe that's the way you can use those. Candy Drift, Ludwig von Drake. That's your rare. Elsa rare. And then we have Kriki, which I think is the first time we've seen that one. And that's on the foil. That one's got a little mark on it, it looks like. Joey the Pigeon, Prince Ahmed, Friend Owl, I don't know why I'm not trying to read the chat off my computer screen that's next to me. I'm going to set this down so I can enlarge my chat a little bit. Where did I set that down? Right here, I think. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Yeah. Tramp, Lumiere, Madame Mem, Chip, Nephew's Piggy Bank, Aladdin. That might be the first time we've seen that one. Kind of looks like a guy from Street Fighter. Mulan, super rare. And our foil is March Hare. Dalmatian Puppy. Television set. We will not run this back tonight. We will set it up after I get everybody's input with what kind of format they want with the last two boxes on whether we're going to do character bids or pick your own franchise that you want, or if we're just going to pack it out. Do you like the random format? Good to know. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do on talking through, like if you guys want to, I don't even know how to say this without causing a lot of confusion. Mad Dog, Friend Owl, I'll say it after this box. Jeweled Collar, Quick Shot, Thumper, The Sword of Shan Yu, if I even said that right. Geppetto. I believe that's the first time we've seen these two. Metabel Madrigal. That's the common foil. Puzzle. Darling Dear. Captain Hook. Megara. Chaka. Lafayette. Anna. Or Anna. Drew, I don't even know if that's how you say it. Luis. Ka. Lady, the rare. Oh, here's another legendary. And we got the Mickey Mouse legendary. Mike Van Heck. So I haven't, hopefully I'm okay saying this. It should be known, so I'm going to say it. Mike Van Heck, I don't think he's popped in, but he was nice enough to pick a couple spots and said donate to kids. So as long as these get into kids' hands. So thank you, Mike. Much appreciated. Very cool. But I will confirm with him, since there's a Mickey Mouse legendary, to make sure that he doesn't want this to go to him. Yeah, I like that. Looks like is that supposed to be like a gigantic Mickey or something? Atitaya, if I'm even saying that right. Jean, the Mouse Queen, General Lee, Camilo Madrigal, Bill the Lizard, Gaston, Rolly. I think that's the first time we've seen Rolly. Walk de plank. Madame M. Oh, I'm going to wreck it. Wreck It Ralph, super rare. Where? Wreck It Ralph. Casey Mitchell, congrats. Down in New Orleans. Princess and the Frog, Mike Van Heck. And we have Ryder. On the common foil, which I do not remember what Ryder's from. Ryder's from Frozen? It's not Flynn Rider though. I have the list up. I've seen it several times and I was hoping it would click one of the moments. Why is it not highlighting? Here we go. Fleet-footed infiltrator. Yeah, Frozen. You were right. Oh, it's probably one of the ones from the past. One of the ghosts. I can remind you, Dan, you have Robin Hood and Brother Bear, Lilo, Stitch, and then Hercules, Bambi. I was thinking he had one more too. Lilo. Hercules, Bambi. Was that right? Did I mention all the spots? Perdita, Monterey Jack, Palace Guard, March Hare, Alice, Adelaide Bonfamille, Madame Medusa, Pull the Lever, Trials and Tribulations, Bolt, Rare, Monstro, Rare, Clawhauser. On your rare foil. Last part of this box. Calhoun. Olaf. Hamster Ball. Ryder. Dale. Mushu. Get out. She's your person. Bolt. Undermine. Archimedes. That's your rare. Feline. Bambi rare. Patch on the foil. Antonio's Jaguar. Bobby. Royal Guard. That might actually be the first time we've seen that one. He who steals runs away. Same with that one. Cricky. Wasabi. They never come back. Pinocchio. I don't remember seeing that one either. See, we're still getting a few that we haven't seen. Fantastical and Magical. Seen that one a few times. There we go. There's Flynn Rider. Here comes the Smolder. That's on your super rare. And Prince Ahmed on the foil. So one of my thoughts on if you don't want like numerous of the base, what we can do is, if everybody would agree to it, or if you just send me a message to confirm, we can just kind of do the split up of some of the base on all of the repeats. We can split it up evenly amongst everybody. That way everybody gets the same amount of cards, but awesome. Yeah, it's not going to change anything from a sorting standpoint from us. It may take me a little bit longer to get it sorted. But I don't have a problem with it. Here we go, cracking box number 2. And here we're going to move a little bit faster now that we've seen a majority of the cards. I'll slow down if there's a card that I don't think we've seen. But we will be rating in to see GOAT. And we did hit all 4 of our legendaries. So let's hope we get it in enchanted in this box. And one of them was a foil legendary. So very cool. Empty box. Show that I'm not cheating you guys. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying, Nick. That's what one of the Star Wars guys I was flying from for a while started doing. Was anything on the base, literally, he didn't even give you the first round. It's like, been opening this for long enough that everybody just gets randomized base. And it was kind of nice to complete the set like that. And these are definitely a little harder to complete on the full sets. Like you just do like the common and the uncommon. That's pretty. You can do that pretty quick. All right, here comes the first round. Chip down. Perdita, Olaf. We'll go a little thumper. Lon Elsa on the rare. Little sister on the foil. Bobby. Hugh Steele's Run. Cricky. Trial Tribulations. That's the thing. I don't want to miss the Enchanted or accidentally give up the Enchanted too. Geppetto rare and Aladdin rare. And then our foil is Calhoun. Rhino. Tramp. Brutus. Little Sister. Genie. Scarab. Rolly. Walk the Plank. Madame Mim. The Sword of Shanu. Tramp on the super rare. And then Atataya on the foil. Dalmatian. We'll jump past these. That's what we'll do. We'll jump past those. And then Lady. Bruno Madrigal. Oh, there's another one that... I think the other one was Brutus too. Oh, gotcha. Good to know. Jock, the Dodo. Bolt, Monstro. Here we have a rare foil on the Ludwig von Drake. Get in there. There you go. Here's our first legendary. It's Lulu. Followed by Patch on the foil. Lulu. Oh, we don't talk about it. Archimedes, Rhino, Tramp on the foil, the Colonel, Fantastical and Magical, and Bambi on the foil. All right, that's the first part of that box down. Kind of hard to get into the whole break mentality too. Like we're ripping. feel like I'm opening cards like my nephew. Just as fast as possible. Hopefully my ASMR isn't killing you guys. I'm not a fan. I hate it. Sends chills through my body. Makes me want to vomit. So I'm trying to avoid as much ASMR as possible for your ears. If you enjoy it, sorry. Down in New Orleans, here we are with another legendary, and we got Stitch on the legendary. Very cool. Congratulations. That was Dan Searmack, I believe. Yep. Yeah, that one's very cool. Love it. Congrats. Have to double a few of these up. Toby Turtle on the foil. Most everyone's mad here on the rare. Honey Limon on the rare. And the Napoleon on the foil. Jiminy Cricket. I think that's the first time we've seen that rare. Cusco on the Llama rare. And we have a rare foil of Aladdin. Means no worries. I'm going to wreck it on the super rare. And it's Jim Deere. I don't remember seeing that one in the non-foil. That was a while for Jiminy. It did take a while. Magic Dispel. I think we have seen a Bell's favorite book. Nathaniel Flint. I think I remember seeing that one. And the Force Duel in the foil. Gonna make sure I'm staying on screen. I'm starting to look over. If you see me wander, just Figaro. Nothing we won't do, Brother Bear. Here's our another legendary. That one's cool. Tinkerbell. Nick. Very cool. I like that. That artwork kind of looks different than most of the other ones. Maybe it's just the way it's embossed or whatever. Yeah, very cool. Into the Untold. There's Flynn Rider on the super rare. And the Dodo. Getting a little nervous about the Enchanted. Here's Vinny the Green Pigeon. I don't think we've seen Vinny the Green Pigeon. Mulan on the super rare. We got another legendary foil. Ooh, Stitch on the legendary foil. Congrats, Dan. That's awesome. Got both of them. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. All right, last group of packs. I feel like the pack screeching is bad on this one, I feel. Oh, crap. It's the wrong pile. Well, we may see a few of these again. Put them in the discard pile. My bad. Start getting muscle memory after a little bit. You know, some of the sets don't have a lot of the commons. They have, I mean, every set's a little bit different. So yeah, there hasn't been a lot of the commons, but yeah, super heavy on the hits. I think I can go through these pretty fast because I think I pulled them out of the. We'll know pretty quick that these are already in the, because I have all the rares pulled out. Oh, there we go. This has got to be fresh. because I don't think we've seen that one. Hades. Everybody's got a weakness. Fred. Jasmine on the super rare. Foil. That one's cool. Aladdin is corner card collector. Congrats. Yeah, Hades has some cool cards in Lorcana. Scarab on the foil. Fred. Vanilla Pivon Schweetz. I just like saying that. The wardrobe. I don't know that we've seen the wardrobe even. The dodo. And there's still a few in here that I accidentally stacked up. Bruno. Let's just set these over here. All right. Oh, there's a Stitch rare. It means no worries. Twitter padded on the foil for Thumper. Alice on the rare. That's Steve, corner card collector. Oh, I don't think we've seen this one. Gyro Gear Loose. Gear Loose, however you say that. Ooh, Elsa on the foil. Elsa always does well. There is coffee and cards tomorrow. I haven't tweeted it out yet. I didn't want to lose attention from this, but there will be coffee and cards tomorrow. Lumiere on the super rare. That one's a cool one. Maui. Moana. Mitch Barnes on the super rare. I haven't seen any Namaris, I don't believe. You guys remember seeing any Namaris? Antonio's Dragon? March Hare. Captain Hook on the rare. There's another one we haven't seen either. Super rare on the Hades. That one's cool. Ah, gotcha. Oh, that's right. I forgot that one's the legendary. Genie on the foil. Yeah, there's no Sisu in this one either. If I remember correctly. It's one of my daughter's favorite characters, so. Desperate Plan. It's another rare we haven't seen. There's Minnie Mouse. Another one. Lumiere on the foil. Only a couple packs here to go. So another one stuck. Patch. Heads held high. On the here's another legendary. Speaking of, you willed it. There's Namari. Spoken into existence. And Ray of the Last Draft. That's Grandpa Greg. Grandpa Greg, congrats. Sorry, since we haven't seen that one, I try to show them off a little bit. We're going to end this thing almost in perfect timing. I want to do another giveaway. And if we don't pull an enchanted here, we're going to have to randomize the enchanted. Puppy, Mad Dog, Friend Owl, Go Tamago, Magic Carpet, Cusco, Arthur, Zipper, the Coachman, Nothing We Won't Do, super rare on the Donald Duck, and it's not going to be the enchanted. Sor Pelennor, Season Night. All right, so we will do a recap and a few randomized, and then we'll go right into GOAT. Awesome, thank you everybody. Hopefully, everybody loved that. Even if you didn't enjoy Disney and you gave it a shot, I appreciate you giving it a shot. Hopefully, we can bring some cool stuff like this to MBB. Do every once in a while. We'll go through the hits here, and then so the one that we are randomizing. I know you didn't misplace it, fool. Why would you put it there? I can't talk about it. But this will be the one we'll be randomizing, the Enchanted. We don't talk about Bruno, no. And you can see the symbol. So one that I picked up was not only a cool card, but it's also big for gameplay too, if you're into the gameplay. So we'll set that one up there. Then we'll go through the hits, and then we'll actually. I'm gonna start a giveaway. Get another pack out there. Don't. I'm gonna end it early, so make sure you get in there. I'm not gonna do the full 5 minutes because I want to do a couple. So we got Lilo on the legendary. We got Mickey Mouse on the legendary. Namari, willed it into existence. Tinkerbell. Rapunzel. Let down your hair. Then we got Stitch, the foil, and we also got the regular Stitch on the legendary. Yzma on the super rare foil. Ratigan on the legendary. Pinocchio on the legendary. Was that one foil? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, I believe it was. Make sure you get in that giveaway. Aladdin on the rare foil. Ludwig von Drake on the rare foil. Clawhauser. Nani on the rare foil. Iago on the rare foil. I may have missed a few in the hits that will be sleeved, penny sleeved, and hard sleeved. But those were the main ones. Let's see. We got to do. Copy. Oh, stop. All right, we got everybody in on the spin wheel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good luck, everybody. This one is for the Enchanted. I'll just scroll through here and show that everybody's in. How'd that get all crooked? Oops. I almost kicked Mitch Barnes out. Awesome. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Wayne Conley. We'll scroll down. Oh, that scrolls fast. All the way down to Dan. All right, that's everybody. And then randomized. Here we go. The very first one. Mitch Barnes, congratulations. You have won the Enchanted. Congrats. Awesome. Glad you guys loved it. I will try to get the cost down for everybody too. I'll try to make an account through Ravensburger and get the new releases since everybody loved it. So that's awesome to hear. Appreciate it. And then I am also I'm ending the giveaway now, so make sure you're in it. And then I'm also just going to spin the wheel for another pack instead of waiting. Paul Simmons. Congratulations. Do you want to rip it or ship it, Paul? Yeah, we can't talk about it, but congratulations. Rip it. All right. If you hit the legendary in this pack, my daughter has willed it. Gene, Anita Radcliffe, Bobby, Royal Guard, He Who Steals and Runs Away, Cricky, Light the Fuse, Madame Mem, Arthur, Feline, Bolt. That's a good card on Bolt. And then your foil is Pluto. And then they have to randomly discard a card. That's awesome. See, that's the cool thing that I wish There's part of me that kind of wished I would play the game just so I knew. But again, you've all seen my squirrels. So we're getting ready to raid into GOAT. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I greatly appreciate everybody who joined in this break. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can do a lot more. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I can definitely do another giveaway and make a label so I don't misplace Paul's pack with somebody else here. That is awesome. Talk about a backfire on GOAT being late. Awesome. I will get the run back. So I think everybody's agreed. Same format. Just run it back this way. Very cool. The only thing that'll change is for some reason they don't have a enchanted. I'll probably be able to run it back this weekend on Sunday or something if we get it filled. Is I won't have the guaranteed enchanted. But I'll see what I can do. Hell, you never know. I may be able to find one tomorrow at the or Saturday at the show, and be able to guarantee it. But I need to put this with Mitch. Oh, and then I opened this one live on the Radigan. I am going to random off this one too. And then I'll random off one more pack. Whoop. Stuff's trying to break. Oh, yeah. Keep on forgetting. That's why I had these here. All right. This first one is for the Radigan. Nick Osberg. Congratulations. That's the Radigan. Where are all my Post-its? I don't even know if I finished my thoughts. We do coffee and cards in the morning. What we do is card trivia. I show cards. People guess who it is. And then somebody gets, whoever wins gets a PC from me when I mail it. I'm actually behind on the last mailing. Nick Osberg. And then one more for the random pack. Tom with the pack. Rip it or ship it, Tom. Thank you, Dr. Toad. Much appreciated. Sell a couple cards. Tom might be doing father time. I haven't seen him chime in a little bit. You want to rip or ship? You want a pack? Perfect. Will do. Do you want to pick your card, or are you still demon, or pick your pack? Or are you still dealing with? All right, I'll randomly pick. Actually, somebody in the chat can randomly pick 1 through 5. There we go. Ooh, 3. 2 people pick 3. I like that. It's better than me picking, because if I pick it for you, it's just considered a loser. I don't have that kind of luck. I shouldn't say that. You know, I only opened 1 box on the last set, and I did get my Chippendale Enchanted. So I can't say 100% that I don't have luck. It's just rare. Where is the card? And please don't forget to DM me with any favorite characters of kids, if these are going to some kids. Just to kind of give me an idea too of, and of course, family members who you're trying to get to collect. But kids also, you know what I mean. That's right. If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck. It's very true. It's very, very true. I will run through a few of my PC to show everybody. It's pretty simple. I think, where is my Lorcana section? Huh. Well, maybe. Oh, yeah. Nope, that's not it. What did I do? This one's non-Lorcana. But, you know, got to have my Donald Ducks. I better put these out of the way before I start mixing up my PC stuff. Mickey Mouse Legendary. And then I'm a Star Wars guru. Star Wars sketch. Donald's the PC. I love Donald. There's another sketch that I loved. I was an Ewok fan when I was young, too. And then here's my Chippendale Legendary. They did this. This was a lot different, the way they did the colors on the Enchanted that set. Nice. Rapunzel. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Rapunzel and the Snuggly Duckling. So I may not have finished this, what I was saying earlier. So my daughter and I grew up watching Little Mermaid. So that's our movie. So I try to collect every Little Mermaid card as possible. I'll only do the foil Maximus, great horse. If it's like really makes the card like pop, like I think this one's foil. So you can kind of see then they didn't do the bottom of the card as foil, but the top of the card is super cool. And then Daisy, just because, you know, My daughter's a super fan of Sisu, so of course I grabbed one. Scrooge McDuck, and then I have another pile that got mixed up with my all of my duplicates, so I have to go back through it after doing all that. And then, my wife and daughter tried to say that this card was for me. Any Donald that I can get my hands on. Scrooge McDuck. Donald on the legendary. Scar. You see, some of these got mixed up, and I'm not a Mad Hatter collector. There's a Mickey Mouse legendary. And then there's Oswald on the legendary. You have to hold on to that if you're a Disney fan. Donald Duck on the legendary. Another Donald Duck on the legendary. I was saying this to somebody earlier. Merlin. Just because there's a goat. So it's not that I'm a Merlin fan, but I am a fan that Merlin turned into a goat. And another Donald Duck. Imagine that. And then, got to collect the squirrels. Another Grumpy. I can't be grumpy without coffee in the morning. Yeah, that's my daughter's favorite too. 100%. Donald, and then control your temper. I think that's the rest of them are mixed up. Oh, I lied. A few of them got mixed up with some of the others. You go from Cole Komet auto to Donald Duck foil. And then this one is out of the Leaf set. Steamboat Willie. I snagged this from somebody on District. I believe this may have been one of my very first lives, numbered to 199 through District. It's probably MBB. No problem, goat. I can jabber all along. I can jabber nonstop. And then most of you know that coming to my lives, I'm a little bit of a Bears fan, a little bit of a Peanut Tillman fan. And Pat Tillman. My very first slab that I got getting back into card collecting was also a Christian Okoye fan. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Collect what you love. And then even though it's not the best bear, it's one of the cooler cards. Had these helmet cards from back in the day. Hussein Muhammad. Then someone brought this to me at one of my card shows. Said he was opening Allen and Ginter, and he's like, dude, I need to keep that for the Ninja Squirrel. Brought that to me at a card show. And then my other squirrel part of the collection, the only now card that I think I own. When a furry friend goes viral and Rebel's nutty upset. A few more bears. Devin Hester. No, he was pretty good. So I'm assuming you guys would rather run this back before shipping? Yo ho ho ho, the pirate's life for me. We rock. Were you able to? I forgot I can look at your name if I click on the profile. Ryan Gerhard. Toy Story Mania, like the profile picture. I don't know if you were in the whole time or if you're still here. Dagger already called you out, Eloy. And that was at 8:09. So I'm reading the Discord chat now. Go. You won't be disappointed. If anybody's planning on being at Coffee and Cards in the morning, let me know. I have to pull some cards out to get ready for tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to pull out. Aren't you like the head coach or something, Goat? Can't you just like tell everybody to like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Just be politically correct when I'm thinking it. Midwest box breaks Ninja Squirrel. Dude, that is awesome. I'm going to have AI create something like that. Now I just have to remember it. I love it. I'm going to have to introduce myself like that every time. Amazing. You just made my night. Now I'm going to spend hours on AI trying to figure out how they can sing that for me and probably spend too many hours to get it right. I spent hours trying to make like a promo video for this and it ended up in like Mickey's voice. And then I was kind of nervous to send it out because I was afraid I was going to get attacked by, you know, the Disney lawyers for stealing Mickey's voice or something because I'm paranoid like that. But this will be my own voice mixed with AI. So Midwest box break Ninja Squirrel. I love it. Isn't Obi-Wan like some jingle guy? I wonder if he could He could make jingles. Goat, you're getting destroyed in Discord. Goat's reminding me of my kids right now trying to get out of bed. I'm almost out of bed. Right? All right, let Goat know that I'm screaming for dinner. So I'm not going to raid into him because my tummy is yelling at me saying, "Feed me! Feed me!" And then my other part of my body is saying, "Go to bed right after. It'll be good for you." Thank you guys again. Much appreciated. I'll get this listed up so we can run it back. Have a great night. Good luck tonight, Goat, if you don't see me.